Hello and welcome to our first webinar. This is a unique panel discussion with Hyderabad Times, and today's topic is going to be what is the way forward for Hyderabad's theatre community in the post-corona world. And for this discussion, we have some of the most acclaimed and renowned theatre personalities from our cities. Those familiar with Hyderabad's theatre circuit will definitely will know some of our esteemed guests. All of them, in fact. Let me first introduce this panel to you. First, on the left, top left, we have Mr. Vinay Varma. He's the founder of Sutradhar. We have Mr. Ratnashekar Reddy. He is a co-founder of Samahara Theatre Group. And we have Dr. Ram Holagundi. He is the founder of Nishambita Ballet and Theatre Group. We have Professor Bhaskar Shivalkar, the legend of theatre in Hyderabad. Everybody knows. He is also a founder of Rangadhara and has been associated with theatre for over 40 years, maybe more. We also have Rahul Reddy, creator of Octopus Group, and also a thespian who has been part of this industry for over 10 years now. So I hope you enjoy this panel discussion today.
Hello.
Okay.
Namaste, Bhaskar sir.
Okay.
So let's start the session. I think Ms. Mala Pasha also will be joining us soon. But until then, I think we can get started since we don't have too much time. I'll just start off, with our senior most member, Mr. Bhaskar sir. With this pandemic, how much of it has been affected, and long term इनका कितना असर होगा कोरोना वायरस का थिएटर पे?
थिएटर एक एक्टिविटी है जो कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी कुछ जगह पे है और कुछ जगह पे थिएटर इंडस्ट्री मतलब कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी नहीं है। और थिएटर की खास बात ये है कि स्पेशली परफॉर्मर और स्पेक्टेटर ये दोनों का रहना बहुत जरूरी है। थिएटर का असर मतलब कोरोना का असर थिएटर के ऊपर इतना हुआ है कि हम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि जब तक परफॉर्मर स्पेक्टेटर उसको रिस्पॉन्स नहीं करेगा तो थिएटर हो नहीं सकता। थिएटर के अंदर सभी कलाओं का संगम होता है। देखिए, लेखक से लेके प्रोडक्शन तक स्टेज टू स्टेज जाने के लिए एक प्रोसेस होता है। कोरोना जो वायरस फैला हुआ है आजकल के जमाने में, उससे तो हमारा एक दूसरे का नाता भी बदल गया है। हम एक दूसरे को छू नहीं सकते हैं, देख नहीं सकते हैं, मिल नहीं सकते हैं। तो कोरोना का असर इतना खराब हो गया है कि हम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते। लेकिन कुछ लोग जो थिएटर कर रहे हैं, जो वीडियो के हिसाब से होता है, वीडियो के ऊपर कर रहे हैं, कुछ लोग नाटक कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उसका असर उतना नहीं होता है जितना कि जो नाटक जिंदा देखा जाए, क्योंकि नाटक करने वाला इंसान होता है और उसका असर जभी के जभी मालूम होता है। जब नाटक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया से करते हैं तो उसका असर उतना नहीं होता है और ना आर्टिस्ट को कभी सेटिस्फैक्शन मिल सकता है। और कोरोना का जो लिमिटेशन डाल दी है हमारे कोरोना ने, कि वो इतने खतरनाक हैं कि हम एक दूसरे के ऊपर शक करना शुरू कर दिए हैं आजकल, क्योंकि कोरोना कहाँ से आएगा, किसके साथ आएगा, कब आएगा, उसका पता ही नहीं चल रहा है। अच्छा, लेखकों का संबंध टूट गया है, प्रेक्षक मिलते नहीं है, हमको जगह नहीं मिलती है, रिहर्सल के लिए जगह नहीं मिलती है, हम अपने घर के बाहर नहीं जा सकते हैं, हम एक दूसरे से बात नहीं कर सकते हैं। अरे हम बात नहीं कर सकते हैं तो बगैर बातचीत का तो थिएटर हो ही नहीं सकता है। और इंसान से इंसान बात करना थिएटर में बहुत जरूरी है।
That theater is also where a lot of people they freelance. There are a lot of freelance people who depend on this on theater. So at a time like this, and now there is no vaccine in sight for a long time, what are the long-term implications? How would you motivate somebody, somebody young later to come and be a part of theater, come to acting, in a theater group?
तो बहुत कुछ बोल चुके हैं ना, उसमें बोलने के लिए ज्यादा कुछ है नहीं, बट यही है कि थिएटर को अपने आप को रीइन्वेंट करना पड़ेगा हमको। आई थिंक वी हैव टू फॉरगेट थिएटर फॉर the rest of the year. मतलब जिस तरह से हमारी एक्टिविटी यहाँ पे हो रही थी, उस हिसाब से मेरा ख्याल है 2020 एक अच्छा साल नहीं है, क्योंकि एक्टिविटीज की और जब शुरू करेंगे तो बहुत सारे अप्रहेंशंस के साथ हम शुरू करेंगे। और चूंकि अभी फिजिकल डिस्टेंसिंग हमको और महीनों तक मेंटेन करना है, तो थिएटर को रीइन्वेंट करने का ये सबसे अच्छा तरीका है। एक तरीका ये हो सकता है कि जो छोटे छोटे स्पेसेस हैं, जैसे भास्कर वर्ल्ड वॉर की बात कर रहे थे, तो वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 के बाद जो बंकर्स पड़ गए थे और या जो एमुनिशन की जो गाड़ियां थी वो जो बेकार पड़ गई थी, वो उसको उन्होंने एक छोटे से ऑडिटोरियम में कन्वर्ट किया है। तो ऐसा कुछ हमको करना पड़ेगा कि थिएटर को और ज्यादा मॉडेस्ट होना पड़ेगा, जिसमें कोई गलत नहीं है। थिएटर वैसे भी एक है ही मॉडेस्ट मीडियम। तो ऐसे शोज करने पड़ेंगे जहां एक्टर्स कम हो, या हो सकता है कि कुछ महीनों तक या अगले साल तक भी हमको सोलो परफॉर्मेंसेस करने पड़ेंगे। लेकिन सवाल ये है कि जब ऑडियंस को आप बुलाएंगे देखने के लिए, क्योंकि एक लाइव मीडियम है, ऑडियंस को आप कैसे फिजिकल डिस्टेंसिंग के बारे में बताएंगे, ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज हो जाता है। तो डिजिटल मीडियम इज रूल्ड आउट। लाइव शोज या जो ऑनलाइन कर रहे हैं वो उसमें कोई मजा नहीं है। एक तो नेटवर्क के इश्यूज हो जाते हैं, दूसरे कभी ऑडियो की क्लैरिटी नहीं होती, कभी कैमरा खराब हो जाता है। तो जो मजा लाइव में होता है वो वीडियो हमको दे नहीं सकता, क्योंकि जो आपके साइज का इंस्ट्रूमेंट है उसमें आप उतने साइज के दिखते हैं। जैसा कि सर ने कहा है कि लाइव आप जो दिखते हैं वहां पर फ्लैश एंड ब्लड, वो एक्सपीरियंस ऑडियंस को नहीं मिलेगा। बट आई थिंक इट्स अ टेम्पररी सेटबैक। हालांकि कोरोना ने हमको बहुत करुणा की स्थिति में डाल दिया है, बट इसका कोई इलाज नहीं है। हमको रुकना पड़ेगा, वी हैव टू वेट। वक्त को गुजरने का हमें मौका देना चाहिए। और उसके बाद या फिर हो सकता है कि स्क्रिप्ट राइटर्स कुछ ऐसी स्क्रिप्ट्स लिखें जहां 2 एक्टर्स हों, 3 एक्टर्स हों, कुछ पोजीशनिंग ऐसी हो, डायरेक्टर्स शायद कुछ नए टेक्निक्स इवॉल्व करें। ऑल दिस इज मेरे ख्याल से नथिंग इज लॉस्ट। सर कह रहे हैं कि बहुत कुछ खत्म हो गया है, मेरा ख्याल है खत्म नहीं हुआ है। एक चीज, एक टेम्पररी सेटबैक हुई है, इसके बाद हमको एक नए सिरे से उबर कर निकलना है। थिएटर के बगैर हम जिंदा नहीं रह सकते, ये तो तय है। तो इसके बाहर उभरने का तरीका ये है कि इनिशियली हम कुछ सोलो परफॉर्मेंसेस करें, छोटी छोटी ऑडियंस के लिए करें, बहुत छोटी जगह पर करें, ऑडियंस के साथ इस रिक्वेस्ट के साथ कि वो अपने अपने डिस्टेंसेस को मेंटेन करें। उसके बाद हो सकता है कि स्लोली वी कैन गेट इनटू 2 एक्टर 3 एक्टर प्लेज, और फिर साल भर गुजरने के बाद एंसेंबल प्लेस की तो मुझे कोई गुंजाइश साल भर तक नजर नहीं आती। मे बी राइटर्स कुछ नए स्क्रिप्ट लिखेंगे। आई थिंक थिंग्स आर नॉट एज ब्लीक एज दे लुक नाउ, क्योंकि अभी हम बहुत पेसिमिज्म से घिरे हुए हैं। 45 दिन से घर में बैठे हैं, तो दिमाग पर बहुत सारा बोझ है। बट आई डोंट थिंक things will remain like this forever, and they shouldn't. Theater is something which gives you life, so theater will give us life. Maybe it will give us a new hope, a new ray of hope.
Yes. Mr. Ratna, I would like to come to you now. Sir, Ravi, what do you think about the whole virtual streaming? Now we are seeing virtual concerts at home, and a lot of there are people who are doing virtual stand-up comedy gigs. Do you think it is practical to have virtual shows on theatre? I mean, in Scotland, I believe there's this National Theatre at Home program, and then Culture in Quarantine by the National Theatre in Scotland. They had done it in collaboration with BBC. So do you think something like this is possible, at least for the next few months before theatres are open again and people can go out? How practical do you think this whole virtual skit could be?
In terms of the other art forms, if you ask me, concerts, yes, they are possible, because I've been listening to a lot of music and been taking some flying lessons from Pink Floyd myself. But in terms of theatre, what has happened in the UK or the Scotland, I don't think we have that kind of a setup here. Like, इससे पहले आपने सुना होगा कि भास्कर सर ने बताया, we don't have an industry, we don't have a professional setup. So once you don't have a professional setup, you can't get in that technology or the know-how as to how to take this forward and shift it to a digital medium. Abhi we are all like cats. We have not found a formula to herd cats together. We are doing our own things. So, apne paas Hyderabad mein, it will be tough. That's what I think. As far as the other activities are concerned, the only major thing I see for now not happening for quite some time until we have a vaccine or we have the audience willing to come and watch a play is the performance itself. But otherwise, if you take out the performance, other things that can happen, we are still good. We are doing readings with our actors. In fact, right now we are working on an adaptation of a play. So once in a while, maybe once a week or twice a week, we have sessions like these where we sit with the script and discuss about a scene, and we're trying to adapt scene by scene. So that work is going on for the last 1 month. And maybe, in fact, from tomorrow, we'll start auditions online for the roles that we are looking for the play. That is possible. The other thing is we're doing introductory workshops because we can't do practicals. We are doing introductory workshops for theater and acting. This will be purely theory. And there are people who are inquiring about it. So except for the performance itself, I see other things happening, not in that way where we are happy about it, but still we are doing something.
Mr. Ram, I'd like to come to you now. I'm just wondering, once the theatre, even after the lockdown is lifted, per se, it might take a while before people have the confidence perhaps to go to say a Lamakan or a Phoenix or a Ravindra Bharati to watch a show. Or do you think it is possible to execute with social distancing measures or something instead of maybe 3 rows to people leave enough distance and wearing masks? I don't know. The post-corona world, nobody knows how it's going to be like. But do you think that is something we can see maybe 2-3 months down the line?
See, Suhas, I would like to say that when couple of days back, when the government has said that alcohol can be provided and the shops can be opened, when people, I saw the pictures in the newspapers also, I could see even the women standing there maintaining social distance to buy alcohol. So this is theatre, and a person who is passionate enough about theatre or any kind of art form will definitely come forward. They're all urging now. It's a small, as Vinay has rightly pointed out, it's a small temporary pause, I should say. And I think it is tough, as Ratna pointed out, it is tough. It's going to be tough. But I would like to say theatre has given that life to many people, thousands of them have come up through theatre, have lived through theatre, have seen the I would like to call Professor Bhaskar Shivalkar ji as the Bhishma Pitama of theatre. We call him like that because he's a legend for all of us. We have learned from him many things. But I don't agree, as Vinay Bhai said, I also don't agree with sir that theatre is not done with. We are not done with theatre. So this is only a pause, and definitely, see, when it was earlier, say 10 years down the lane, we didn't have so many outings, posts or these spaces for us to perform. We didn't have Lamakan, we didn't have Phoenix. It was only Ravindra Bharati, and then we had a mini auditorium for people, main auditorium and a mini auditorium. And main auditorium is always politically, it is motivated, politically it is influenced, and the last minute, nth minute, your performances gone for the toss. So after Lamakan, people started coming in. So there was a turn. So it didn't stop there. So it's a good platform for them. Then after that, Phoenix came in. Then after that, our Sacred Space came in. So there are many spaces which have come in. So definitely, I would like to take this opportunity and say that everyone who's really passionate about theatre and performances would love to come back. They would definitely maintain the social distancing, and things would definitely happen. As
Rahul, I want you to comment also on this. Especially for the youngsters. How do you motivate youngsters now to take up theatre? Also, the economy has been hit quite badly, and theatre, I think, as an industry, or as he said, it's not an industry, but theatre in general has always has been struggling, especially in India, where there is not as much money as perhaps they would be in film. So you would need passion to come, to be a part of this. But now with the economy hit, because of COVID-19, I'm sure even theatre will suffer even more. So at a time like this, how would you motivate, youngsters?
Firstly, thank you, Suhas, for having this discussion on theatre. I think I'd like to thank Times of India as well as you for putting this together. And it's an honor to be in presence of such eminent personalities. I'd like to start answering this question of yours by saying that I think theatre is the only art form that has been dying since last 1,000 years. It's never died. Everybody's been telling us ki it's dying, it's going to die, it's dead, it's on a ventilator. So we've been hearing these stories, but I don't believe that it's an art form that can die. Any art form for that matter is very difficult for to die, especially for theatre. I think we will find our way, one way or the other. I am not going to be pessimistic or too optimistic on both ends, but I believe that for somebody like me who believe that art and commerce go hand in hand, and I have always worked towards creating commerce in the art that we've created. I understand that our field of theatre also is going to be affected directly with the economy, because the people spend is going to depend on the disposable income they have, and when the disposable income comes down, it's going to be very difficult for people to really start spending it on something else like entertainment, and especially on paid entertainment. Like right now there's so much which is free, so paid entertainment will be a little difficulty. And but I think I will agree to what Ram sir just mentioned. Theatre has seen a transition. I think since the day and age when it started, it has transformed itself, it's evolved itself into something new every time, and it's become something new, something different. So I believe that if we can go to school, if we can go to cinema halls, if we can go to all this after COVID, so we can do the same for theatre. Theatre will be affected for sure. First of all, our audience is very less, and then if we have to lessen it with the spaces that we have, so it's going to be a challenge. And I think we will have new ways to do theatre, like Vinay Saab said, and like Ram sir said, like Ratnashekar sir said. I think it's going to be very different. The approach is going to be different. Scripts are going to be different.
Vinay ji, do you want anything to add to that? To say to young people who, what would you tell a youngster now? How would you motivate a youngster to take up theatre, especially post-COVID situation?
नहीं, थिएटर मोटिवेशन से नहीं होता ना, वो अंदर से इच्छा होनी चाहिए थिएटर करने की. ये काम मोटिवेशन वाला, काउंसलिंग वाला काम नहीं है. थिएटर शौक की चीज है. वो जिसमें होगा, वो चाहे कोविड हो, चाहे वर्ल्ड वार हो, चाहे कयामत हो, उसको थिएटर करना होगा तो थिएटर करके ही मरेगा. तो उसमें किसी को प्रोवोक करना है, किसी को काउंसल करना है, किसी को बोलना है कि भाई आप थिएटर में आइए, इससे ये होगा, वो होगा, ये सब बकवास बात है. इससे कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. किसी के अंदर अगर वो है, लगन है कि मुझे थिएटर करना, तो वो थिएटर करेगा कम वॉट में. So we'll have to prepare ourselves to reinvent, and there's no other alternative.
Mr. Ratna, I just wanted to ask you this, that Abhi, with people staying indoors for so long, they've been watching a lot of Netflix, Amazon films here, there and all that. So maybe once, there's also this screen fatigue that we are reading about. So I think maybe the first thing after the lockdown lifts, maybe people might want to go out and just watch a play. Take a break from all these screens, from these films on the screen, whether big screen, small screen, whatever. Just to see entertainment in its real form. Do you think that is a scenario that could happen once things begin to normalize?
Won't be that big a change. In terms of the number of audience coming and watching the plays, because we all know, all the panelists know that in terms of theatre awareness as such, especially in Hyderabad, with the Telugu people, it's very less. Telugu people, the number one thing for them is cinema. So if things open up, the first thing that's going to be on their agenda is cinema. That's what's going to happen. But for the others who are in Hyderabad, say the corporate employees or the techie guys who are actually the major audience that we have, they will come back, yes, because there will be a screen fatigue, because I'm also watching a lot of Netflix nowadays, and for the last 1 week I've shut it up. I've not been watching. I can't take it anymore. I can't just gaze at the screen for so long. So I've taken a break from Netflix. I'm listening to a lot of music now. So it's shifting. Every week I'm doing something new. So when we open up, yes, we will have audience, definitely. But I'm not expecting the kind of numbers like it will be exponential. It will be better than what it was.
Ram sir, what do you think is the way forward? Going ahead, once the lockdown lifts or whatever happens, what is the way forward for theatre and for everybody else? I think in theatre especially, a majority, except for some gentlemen like you, majority are freelancers or, they do it part-time. Do you think these people will now move away? And only those who are like very hardcore, very passionate about this craft will remain?
Obviously, see, like Vinay Bhai rightly pointed out, I would like to say that those who are really passionate, definitely it's going to be there and they're going to come back. One. Second thing, now because of the digitalization of theatre, maybe it's a temporary phase. Even that also, because 80% of the youth, whatever I've observed, 80% of the youth of Hyderabad, especially I'm talking just about the Hyderabad region, they're all hooked towards FB, Twitter, WhatsApp, and all these other social media platforms. So when you are showing theatre, because as Ratna was talking about theatre being dead and only those who are making a living out of it, it's a stepping stone for everyone. It's a stepping stone. So they move towards greener pastures over there. So now when people and many of them, even now many of them, there are departments like theatre department in Osmania University, Telugu University and Central University, but most of them do not know that theatre is also there as an academic subject. But when this is happening, this phase of temporary phase of digitalization of theatre is happening, most of them are getting to understand, oh, this is theatre, oh, this is how we can do. There are people who are doing TikTok and all this and for fun and all that. But when, and they have taken it for entertainment and all that. But this is edutainment. I would like to call it entertainment and education through theatre. So it will definitely enhance. So I don't see that it's going to be a negative thing. It's a positive vibe which is happening. I would say whether Corona was there or not, this phase has helped theatre to grow and grow in a new way. It's taken a turn, and definitely people will come back, and there will be amateurs who are really interested, who would love to do theatre, live theatre. As the sir said, I would like to point out, like Bhaskar sir said, live theatre is something which no one can beat.
So I want closing remarks from all of you. Bhaskar sir, आपसे start करता हूँ मैं. Just 1 minute का closing remarks from all of you I want. Sir, आपको कभी did you imagine कि इतने सालों से आप theatre से जुड़े हो, you are attached to theatre. आपको कभी लगा कि ऐसा time आएगा कि online भी people are starting to take lessons and virtual theatre का situation आ गया है? What are your thoughts? आपको क्या लग रहा है? Sorry, my Hindi is not very good.
कोरोना का तो ये तो खत्म हो जाएगा, उसके बाद थिएटर कभी रुकेगा नहीं. कोरोना जैसे खत्म हो जाएगा, थिएटर चलते रहेंगे. हैदराबाद में थिएटर जो है सो बहुत कुछ बढ़ रहा है, बढ़ते रहेगा हमेशा, क्योंकि मैंने 40-50 साल से थिएटर किया है. बचपन से थिएटर करते रहूंगा मैं. और ये जो नए यंगस्टर्स है ना, जो नए ग्रुप हैं, उनसे बहुत उम्मीद है और करके बताएंगे. बिल्कुल थिएटर हमेशा के लिए चलते रहेगा, इसको कोई नहीं रोक सकेगा. इतनी बात तो जरूर है. हैदराबाद का थिएटर का नक्शा ही बदल गया है पूरा इस 10-15 साल के अंदर. और नए नए एक्सपेरिमेंट जो करते रहे. हैदराबाद में थिएटर नहीं है ऐसा कुछ लोग कहते थे, लेकिन इन लोगों ने ये बता दिया है कि हैदराबाद में भी थिएटर है. हैदराबाद का थिएटर नेशनल लेवल का थिएटर है, इंटरनेशनल लेवल का थिएटर है. ये प्रूव कर दिया है ये यंग लोगों ने. ये मुझे उम्मीद है और मेरी उम्मीद आखिर तक जागती रहेगी, क्योंकि मैंने देखा है सब कुछ 50 साल के अंदर. इतनी उम्मीद है। ये कोरोना आएगा, कोरोना चले जाएगा, इसको कुछ फर्क होने वाला नहीं है। जिस दिन ये चले जाएगा उस दिन फिर उतनी जिद के साथ शुरू हो जाएगा थिएटर। धन्यवाद।
And I think we have the testament of that. So many generations here we have, and then fourth generations. I think Rahul, as the youngest generation, your thoughts, please.
Thank you for calling me young. I feel very young, but like Bhaskar Saab has said, like Ram Sir has said, he's really our Bhishma Pitama, and from him to me, and I am assuming I am the youngest in the panel. So I believe that right after Corona or COVID-19, we will have a new start. It's not going to be easy, but it was never easy for the theatre community anywhere, not only here, anywhere, I think. So we are going to have few more challenges, but we are going to come out strong. And I want to make sure and take a promise from you, Suhas, that right 6 months or 3 months from now, after COVID, after everything comes back to normal, you need to have this panel back again. Probably not online, offline, and we will talk about how we recovered and recuperate.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to have that. Vinay Saab, on this note, anything to add?
नहीं, क्या ऐड करना है, बाकी बहुत कुछ बोल चुके हैं। देखो, थिएटर एक ऐसा मीडियम है, एक अकेला मीडियम है जो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन की स्कोप रखता है, और थिएटर ही हमको रास्ता दिखाएगा कि इस क्राइसिस के बाहर हम कैसे निकलेंगे, किस तरह के एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन से हमको आगे निकलना है। ये थिएटर ही हमको रास्ता दिखाएगा। हम थिएटर में क्या करेंगे ये नहीं है, थिएटर खुद हमको डिफिनेशन देगा कि हम इस तरह से हमको आगे करना है, और उसको हम स्टिक करके रहेंगे।
Absolutely.
Also, Ratna sir, I just want to ask you, theatre always reflects the times that we live in. So will we see more plays on coronavirus also, and think that during this one thing, theatre...
not maybe particularly on the virus itself, but what has happened to people during this crisis, because that's more important. We are more people oriented. We want stories about how people have dealt with what has happened in terms of the relationships, in terms of the financial things, in terms of the work, whatever has happened. Maybe we'll find a lot of stories. There are a lot of stories online. I've been making some notes, but I don't know if we will be able to make that the kind of plays that we would want to. But definitely I see a lot of short films coming up, a lot of documentaries coming up, and also feature films. A lot of inspiring stories also are there in terms of our doctors, in terms of our nurses, people who are working on the front line. So that is there. Yeah.
So Mr. Ram, final thoughts from you. What would you hope for in a post-COVID scenario, a post-COVID world? What is your hope for the theatre and for everybody at large?
Theatre has been there, is there, and will be there throughout. And that's my final word, I should say. See, television is smaller than life and life size. Cinema is larger than life and life size. Theatre is life and life size. It's a 3D, it's live, and it's life size. So we all believe in theatre. We all have been living through theatre. We have been brought up by theatre. We have developed through theatre. So definitely things are going to be much, much more clear and transparent after the post-COVID thing. And I'm sure we're going to bounce back very, very, very good way, in a very good way.
Okay. On that note, I would like to thank all of you for joining me today. Thank you, especially Bhaskar sir, aapke liye dhanyawad to take time out and spend so much time with us. Thank you all. Thank you. And hopefully, as Rahul rightly said, we will all have an offline chat once COVID-19 is all done and done with.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Take care, all of you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.